Hello everyone in the YouTube world, long time no upload. It's a Spirit Room 152 and I have a very crazy story for you. And I suggest you buckle up your seatbelts because it is insane. Alright, so this week my boyfriend and I moved into our house. We don't really have much to start with. We currently have a deflating camping mat for sleeping on. It's not very comfortable, and truth be told, I'm actually looking forward to getting my parents' air mattress on Monday. It's a queen-size aero bed, very comfy, that kind of thing. And, but we're just thankful that we have a roof over our head and some basic shit to keep ourselves occupied. Those kinds of things. All right, so Monday night or Tuesday night, I can't remember which one. So my boyfriend, he decides to go into the basement, right? So he goes in the basement, and I'm doing God knows what. I don't remember what I was doing, but I remember I was doing something. And then all of a sudden, I hear my boyfriend freaking out. I remember I heard it, he was calling down for me, and I'm like, okay, what's up? So I go to the basement, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Turns out that whoever lived in this house in the past left behind a very, very big box of ammunition. At least 1,000 rounds worth of ammunition. And they also left behind a scope and a gun case. Okay. Right, so they leave all that stuff behind. And my boyfriend and I are like, what the fuck do we do with this? So I go upstairs, I grab my boyfriend's phone because I couldn't find my phone. And I called one of his aunts. She suggested we sell the ammunition to a pawn shop. All right. Then I called my dad. My dad, he was born in 1949. And a little fun fact, when my dad was a teenager in the 1960s in South Carolina, he owned a gun. That's right, folks. In the 1960s, and in the South, if you were a teenager, you could buy a gun. Legally buy a gun. You could just buy it like you were buying buying soda or something. I don't know, but it was just that kind of thing that my dad had. It was just one of the things of being a teenager back then for my dad. And he liked to go hunting and all that fun stuff. So he owned a gun. So he owned several guns, I think. Right. So I call my dad. He suggests that I sell the bullets to a pawn shop. I call an ex of mine whose father is in the military. He suggested I sell the bullets to a pawn shop. So the next day, I put all the bullets in Ziploc bags. I put them back in the ammunition box, along with the scope. Then I put them in the trunk of my boyfriend's car, along with the rifle case. And so my boyfriend and I live less than 2 miles from a pawn shop in West Virginia. So my boyfriend and I are currently we live in Maryland, but we live 2 miles, but we live about a mile from West Virginia, which is great because also in West Virginia, besides, I don't know how selling ammo works in Maryland in a pawn shop, but in West Virginia, if you come in with ammunition, if this is a place that also sells guns and ammo, then they'll probably pay you for your guns and your ammo. And so we sold the ammo, the scope, and the gun case for $45. And that put gas in our car. And I was super excited about it. Because yes, we have a little bit of money, at least to help us survive. And so yeah, that's my crazy story. We found bullets and sold them to a pawn shop in West Virginia. But so I think that's my story right there. All right, bye guys.